Guys that are checking it out, let me know if my audio is back on YouTube, please. Sorry, it's a bit self-serving, but I'd like to know if possible. What if this pulls out? Hang on a second. Let me do this. If this pulls out, this will be easy. I'll do this here now. It's a little hot if you're not careful. Definitely will be much hotter here shortly. Let's put it in the device before I burn the piss out of myself. This will be a terrible mistake. Made a new live on YouTube. You guys let me know. I'm trying to fix it. Alright, so Facebook can't see. YouTube, we'll be able to see in a moment. Hey, yeah, okay. Looks like YouTube may be fixed. I see an audio showing up on there, so I'm not sure. Let me know. I can't check all that. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to, like I said before, Hawaii. I appreciate you guys. If you guys got any advice for me, if y'all want to know, like if you guys got places that you think I should go, if there's a really good luau you think that I should go to instead of, I think the cultural center, I think it's the one the wife's got set up for us to go to. So if you guys think there's a better one than the cultural center, there was a nicer one that showed the warriors on the mountaintop, but I looked and called them, and they said they have lost their location, and they will be moving, and they will not be available the days that we're coming out, unfortunately. Sucks for us, but it'll be all right. Man, luau's are expensive, guys. Cleaning a bit of solder off of that. Line this up a little bit better. Let me not do that. this is about to be a mistake. Give me just a second. Make sure I get this fixed. So, I'm not trying to win any award for speed or nothing. Get back here. But I am absolutely trying to stop myself from having a nightmare of a problem here in a little while. So I just slid this out of here. If I'm not careful, I could ruin it. So gotta watch what I'm doing. Sorry. Copy the culture's cool in a while. Yeah, that's the. Are you saying the cultural center or just culture in general? All right. Oh no. Not that this is going to matter. I can always cut it off, but that's not going to happen there, buddy. Go away. Sorry, I had to catch it before it built up too much. Nice. Come on. That's good. I'm good with that. Now, this little bump is going to cause me some problems, but actually it's going to be good problems. What it's going to do is it's going to kind of dig a groove in my center conductor, and it'll kind of hopefully lock herself in a good place. Ta-da! So that's soldered in place. Now we got to measure this booger out and drill a hole. Sweet. The cultural center. Heck yeah, man. That's cool. Well, that's good to know then. I will definitely keep our plans for going there then. Okay. So now we've got to get our caliper real quick and go ahead and measure the back side of this. Like I said, we're upgrading a connection up to a LC connector. Let's do fractions. We need that. So 1 inch on the moon. I did 1 inch across from here to here. Yes. That'll do it. So that'll do. That'll do. All right, so we'll measure this booger out. I don't need I bought another one of these. I don't know where it's at. Let me zoom out real quick. Maybe that'll be far enough for you Facebookers. So we're just over 50 mils. We're just going to cut it down to 25 mil and find center. The way I do that, it's right here. It's just a hair over that. So I'm a little under on this side, a little under on that side. So it's just a hair. It's right in between. So that's the cool thing about this. Also, I got 25 mil because the other thing was 1 inch. Oh, that's not exactly. That won't be right. So let me do this real quick. Let's do inches. Wow. Zero that booger back out. Yeah. If I did centered, that would be there. But that would be for our extra hole. We'll stick with this one. That's a better idea. Because that, I look for where center line is. Yeah, that's better. I like that. So I'm not going to stick with that half inch measurement. I'm going to go for getting all 4 screws lined up. So let's find my punch, which is right here. Let's check and see if YouTube's fixed. All right, cool. Let's go. Now, let's get our drill bits. Wrong size. Let's look and see what we got for 3/8. We need smaller. There's our 1 inch right there. We get a custom handy dandy fancy little adapters that are on there and drill this thing out. This is going to leave a mess, so I'm going to drill this off the table. Sweet. All right. Let me drill this hole. I got to get my drill. So I'm going to put this in a vise and put it on the floor. I guess I can turn both of you guys over there. Maybe I can put YouTube on the floor. All right, I got a clutch put on this thing so it doesn't go too far. We'll drill this hole. Oh, okay. Oh, Lord, this will be back there. Give me just a second. All right. Oh, what's this going to be? There we go. Now I'm close and I can tighten it up. Camera down here. See if I can. I won't unplug that. So, way down there. And I'm pretty sure YouTube's not going to see this, but you'll see me with a drill bit. Drilling. But all it is one hole. I'm drilling it out with a 1 inch bit. There's not a lot special to this. So, let's see how this goes. All right, clutch is on this. We already know that much. Clutch is too low. Where are we on? I'll bump up the clutch a little bit. There we go. We'll vacuum this mess up later. I'm not going to be vacuuming on Facebook or YouTube. That literally is probably the fastest way to get people to leave. I vacuumed last time and it was so loud. You just like, nope, we're not sticking around for this loud noise. So we'll do that after. Back over here on YouTube too. Let's get this thing moved. Right there. Da, 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 da. use my handy dandy fancy. I broke this like a week after owning it. Nice and pretty there. Nice and pretty there. T-bird on both sides. Now, let's line this up. Pull this up through here. Let's go ahead and take our bit real quick and clean it up real quick because I don't need that drill bit no more. I'm going to go ahead and put it away. I like my bigger drill bits better than these smaller ones. Smaller ones are a little harder to get off. So we'll use my, I'll use my new crescent. I've got it in this drawer real quick. Let me grab it out. I may have to use a little one with a little bit more grip than this one. We'll see. Ouch, that's my thumb. Eats my thumb like a dummy. How it works sometimes. You're like, oh, that was a bad decision. I shouldn't have done that. And then you're like, okay, I won't do that next time. Am I missing one? I think I'm missing one. Where it is gone now. There's really a stand right there. If you guys saw a little black piece pop out of there, let me know where you seen it, because pick it up and put it back in there later. Whatever, we'll find it. Find it later. It's not a high priority. So we're gonna do some more drill bits in just a little bit. Line this up, get everything squared off. I don't really care about the measurement over here. This can wiggle. I want this to look good on the end of this connection right here. It's more what I'm more concerned with. So we'll get a Sharpie. I just pulled out about 12 of those things. So let me go grab a new one real quick so we can utilize it. I should have answered Deuce a while ago. It's not really that I'm up late. I just went to bed early. So I will be at some point going back to bed. But I was under the weather a little earlier, or else my live would have been a lot sooner. There we go. Mark all our holes. Punch for center. And drill some more holes. Wherever the heck I put my lid. Right there. How perfectly accurate these are, not a major concern, because I'm going to have a little bit of tolerance in my hole size that I choose, because we're going to have some washers on this thing. So I don't know if this is a quarter or 5/16, but I'm just going to grab real quick 1/4 inch, or really 5/16. Yeah, not a 5/16. So let's figure out what size it is with the caliper. I feel like it's dead on a quarter, but it might be a little above. Let's check. Let's go to fraction. Dead on a quarter. Ain't that something? Let's see if a quarter fits it or if it's little small. Right, y'all. Fits it pretty good. I don't know if I'll stay down on a quarter. I might jump up to like 9/32 or something like that. We'll see. So we'll hold this off this edge. I'm pretty sure YouTube can still see even with me holding it off the edge. Facebook cannot. So I'll turn you guys over just a little bit. Scoot this over back and drill some holes. I'm gonna do something else. What do I got? Let's just do it. Whatever. It's probably a bad decision on my part. With it shoots shavings around the place, so I really don't like to drill anywhere near my bench because it's always big cleanup. But whatever. Let's do it. Where's my 9/32? I got one right here. That's my quarter. Let's just go for a quarter to start with. Just because I got one sitting right here. It's right here in front of me. Well, might as well just use that one start first. Oh no, you little booger. So, if you got a dull bit or you don't punch it well enough to start with, your bit will try to walk on you. I'm cheating with this auto punch, but pretty much just line up the punch, hit it with a hammer. I like the auto punches though, especially when you're doing like lighter duty work, because all you gotta do is just pop a few more spots if you're in like a soft metal or something. That battery's actually dead. I'm surprised. It's probably one of the first times, maybe second or third time in the whole duration that I've actually had a battery die on me on one of my lives. That's pretty funny. I usually swap them out before then, before they have a chance to die. But I got a load of extras, so I'm not really that worried about it though. Very dull. So let me see if I got a sharper quarter inch real quick. Give me a sec. Whatever. Let's do it. I don't feel like dealing with it, so I'm going to use the other drill real quick. Oh, that's my 11/32. That's where that came from. I'm going to go up to 9/32 now anyway. I thought I was just going to pop a hole real quick with a bunch of quarter inch and just be done with it. But we'll just jump up to 9/32 since I'm already moving to the drill. This is a bit overkill of a drill for what we're really drilling into, but I still got the clutch set, so who cares? It seems like it's walking around. see how much I'll wind in just a second whenever this is not lined up right. Didn't seem like it was a lot sharper, to be honest. I don't know. Let's deburr this real quick and let's check it out. Almost. Not quite. Looks a little ugly right there. So, see how bad these holes don't line up. I'm not trying to be a machine shop, so I'm not super concerned about it. Looks like they'll all line up just fine. Let me see if I got enough 1/4 inch to do this job. I don't have a whole lot of 1/4 inch bits, but ironically enough, you'd think I'd have a lot more, but it's a very common 1/4x20, very common thread pitch. But all my 1/4x20 and stuff like this, like, that's actually 5/16, but still, in general, that's what I have. Still 4 more 5/16. 1/4x20 might be in this lower box. Let me check real quick. I got a plethora of stuff. I have like a metric equivalent, so let's just use that one. Let's see what I got in here. These are a little long for this job, to be honest, but whatever. Again, not trying to win any beauty contest. Don't hurt my feelings, man. Okay. All 4 of those. Let's get some lock washers going. 1, 2, 3. Number 4. Let's get my dielectric grease. I'll show you guys what that looks like. Where did I put that? Over here. If you guys are not familiar, dielectric grease is some really good stuff. Useful for a lot of applications. If you do anything in the RF world, it will absolutely come in handy for you. There you go. That'll be fine. I don't need to come too super fast. Let's find some backing nuts. I need 4 of these. 2, 3, 4. Now, we have 3 metals coming together. Whenever you're doing this, these guys that are putting beams together, putting antennas together, putting other stuff together, and they're like, oh yeah, let me throw a bunch of stainless steel hardware on my antenna and it'll work great. You're literally putting stainless on aluminum. You know what's called galvanic corrosion, and the aluminum will break down and oxidize about 3 times faster than normal where it's on a dissimilar metal. So, yeah, keep that in mind. So, one of the ways you can mitigate that is doing what I'm doing right here and putting dielectric grease on any area where you will be mixing metals. Okay, that's not going to work. We need to go a little bigger than that. There we go. That looks pretty good. Whatever. Am I in a good spot for... Nope. Am I in a good spot for Facebook? Well, I was not. Sorry, guys. So... YouTube's got like the overview, but not the best spot either. So skimming, doing like a thin coat over the whole material. Probably did this side, I guess. Putting over all this material right here. You get extra somewhere, it's not going to hurt anything. The goal is just everywhere you're working, everywhere there's another metal to be touching, you want to keep that coated there. Also, when the screws touch, it's not as critical, but it just will look better in the end. So, yeah, everybody can see this fine for the most part. Let me get you guys on Facebook a little bit better view, maybe. All right. So, if you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. If you'd like to know something specific about what I'm doing, and like I said, ask. It's how you learn. Not saying that I know more than everybody else. I ask because I want to learn, especially about stuff that I don't know about. So, less of a pride thing and more of a knowledge thing, guys. So we're just coating these, not doing nothing special. Just trying to give this customer the longest lasting connection they can have. This zinc, these zinc bolts will last pretty well against the aluminum, but on a the silver-plated brass connector, maybe even tin-coated brass. I'm not sure if it's tin or silver, but either one, it's good to have some compound there. And then, of course, where the aluminum's touching the other material, it's good to have too. So lock this booger into place, make it look pretty at this point, really. That's all we're going to be doing. Yeah, actually looks good. I like that. This is longer than the others. Don't know why. Let's go ahead and open our hardware drawer back out. Shorten that bugger back up. Because that's, we can say it's the way of the world to irritate me. I got hardware that's just not the right length. And there's shorter hardware there. Yeah, that'll do it. Rodney, what's up, man? I see yes. I don't see a question, so you feel free to ask whatever you'd like to know. It don't hurt my feelings answering it, so don't know exactly what you mean, but hello. Hope you're doing well. Just put some dielectric grease on our material here. Since I just got a new bolt. Or a new bolt. Tighten this booger up, make her look good. This is an LC connector that I'm setting up for a hard mount setup for a customer. They're doing a connector change out on one of their antennas. So this is going to allow them to do so. So let's find my correct socket. I've got a few of these out and about. Pretty sure that I brought this back inside, but there's no guarantee that I've got everything right here in front of me. We're looking for it though, real quick. Now, you guys say you lose your 10 millimeter more than anything. I'd say the bit that I lose the most, more than any other bit that I own, is the 11 millimeter or my 7/16. And that is literally, see, I got a 10 millimeter right there. Here's my 11. And my 7/16 is literally the hardest bit I have to keep track of for the most part of. Because I use it on so much 1/4x20 stuff. Let me grab a. Let's just tighten it up real quick until we can't. That's pretty cool. Sometimes you'll get enough bite out of a bit, and it'll tighten up pretty much all the way. I don't know if I'm still in the shop for everybody on Facebook. What's up, all you YouTubers? Hope you guys are doing well. You got questions, feel free to ask. Like I said, don't hurt my feelings to answer them. Here's where I cheat. Check this out. A lot of times, guys would be like, "Oh no, you can't never solder. No, you can't never put this connection on. Blah 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 for one reason or another, without having something on the backside." If you get enough speed on something, the friction alone will allow you to tighten it up. I literally just tightened up all 4 of these bolts with nothing on the backside. So there's you a quick little tidbit of information. So now, this customer has pretty much everything they need. I've got to figure out, I'm not sure what kind of termination they're going to do on this end. I don't know how far they're going to cut this loose, but that's how this is going to set up. This is an LC connector right here, screws in to their 7/8 hard line they're going to have, and this will go to their antenna. So that's how it's going to set up. I've just got to figure out, I think they're going to attach it to the original piece that they have, so they're going to just cut it right here and just put bolt or something like that. But I am going to give them the option to use the whole piece if they want. It doesn't hurt my feelings one way or the other. I've got the material so they can use it or not. But yeah, that is a piece of aluminum. And we just put a DIN connector on that, or excuse me, an LC connector on that. It is replacing a DIN connector, just so you guys have a kind of a reference. It's just replacing that connector right there. There's a little bit of difference in size for the guys on YouTube. So what you're doing when you're measuring connectors is you're looking at dielectric spacing. So if you look, this outer shield doesn't make a difference at all. This is the inner. This actually does make this more RF shielded. We'll just save that argument for later because this does have some fingers on the inside. But regardless, it has a whole separate other body that allows it to seal and have a better 50 ohm connection. But if you look right here, this right here to this spacing right here, from this outer edge of this to the inner edge of that is our dielectric. Outer edge of that to the inner edge of this is our dielectric. So if you measured our spacing, just to give us full transparency here, let's see which one has more. We'll just go to our millimeters because we need a little bit of a tight tolerance. So it's kind of tight, to be honest, but it's like about 4.6 mils, right? So my battery's a little loose. It kills my, well, it's going to make me a liar, whatever. Let's poke this forward just a smidge so I can measure. And we have zeroed out right there. It's pretty well zeroed. .2 mils, pretty much. So if you look at this, and I'll lock this into place, right? We've got this much more spacing in general. So this much more spacing. See how much more of that little hook is off the end of the back side of this? So it's got a higher power handling just by design alone. But yeah, not by much, but definitely is higher power handling. So there you go. Now you guys understand. You might know a little bit. We missed it on YouTube. What am I making here? This is a RG393 jumper right here. This is another RG393 jumper right here. This is an RG400 jumper right here. I'm cutting all them at velocity factor. That's what those are. This is an LC connector. You said that 5 minutes ago, so you should understand from what I just explained. If I didn't explain properly, like I said, I'm going from I'm just doing a new connector for a customer to be able to go to their antenna. So yeah, it allows them to have higher power handling than what a normal 7/16 DIN connector will have. And then of course, if you were to run that same comparison real quick, this is where this comes in, right? This connector is actually a little bit more than what the manufacturer rates it at. They only rated it about 6,000 peak. But just to do apples to apples comparison real quick, we have about basically 4 mils worth of spacing here. Basically 4.5 mils for pretty much 4.5 mils. This is a higher power handling connector. It's designed a lot better. It's designed to have a lot less, lot better impedance passing through it and a lot more stable. And it actually is rated at higher power than this. But when you start throwing some Teflon on this, this stuff does hold some juice. I will never tell you it'll do more than 6,000 peak, just to be honest. But that's a UHF connector out here. But these Teflons do a lot, just because of what they are. But I can't say that they'll do any more than that, because let's just say you got this bird meter right here's got a Teflon one right there. But let's say you got some other random piece and it's got some Bakelite on it. The dielectric strength massively decreases. See if I've got a barrel here I can show you guys real quick. Yeah, there you go. There's just some random. And then right here, this is not nearly as high of a dielectric strength as what Teflon would have, and neither. Oh, I'm sorry, I did lie with this. Let me get this right, because I showed you guys something that's a little deceptive. So let me get this right before I stick my foot in my mouth. I want to show you guys. You guys need to understand this. This is important. Oh, I got one right here. Where's it at? Where are you at? I'm going to knock this out. I punch this out. Where's the other? Ah, there it is. Yes. Okay, sweet. I've already done this, so I don't have to ruin a 12-hour connector just to show you guys. So there's a little bit of false truth behind this. So let's see. Let's measure this real quick. 3.91. 5.38. So, right. Here's our math. Do it one more time. My stupid battery. I need to get another one of these calipers. 3.9. We'll just call that 4.4. Depends on where it's at. Oh, nope. Hang on. Try that one more time. There we go, 5.4. 3.9 to 5.4 is 1.4 millimeters more. 1.4 millimeters, right? And we're going to measure 1.4 to the inside diameter of this body, not inside there. Look, here's the thing. This is where people will mess this up, 11.6, because I just messed it up. This is 9.6. So we got 11.68 to basically 9.69, whatever. So that's 2 millimeters. 2 millimeters less right there, right? 9.6 is what we got for spacing. And we just do a simple calculator. Zero that bugger out. And at the highest, 5.5. 9.6 to 5.5. It's not very hard to figure that out. So 6.5, 7.5, 8.5, 9.5. 4.1 millimeters of spacing. And what did I just say earlier? I said 4.1. We'll see if it made me see if how close I was in my original guess. I'll check this one too. So 4.1, and what did I say earlier? 4.4. So not much. 4.1 versus 4.4. No, not 4.4. 4.2. Let me zero it out. Zero it out one more time. Sorry, when you're talking about like a tenth of a mil, it's a lot to try to get this stuff right. 4.2 really. So 4.2. This is zeroed back out, and that's 4. Make sure we got it. Basically, I saw the smallest number that I saw was 4. We got to get fair real quick. Hang on, get this line back up. I want to get the shortest point real quick. About 4.7. So this is 4.1 versus 4.7, so it's 0.6 mils, so just under a millimeter more. And then, of course, this right here, we just measured it, whatever the heck that ended up being. Sorry, it's a weird tangent for power handling, but this is just good information for you guys to know. And that's about 6 mils of spacing. And then, let's go ahead and compare this real quick. I have that bullet. Where's that? And let's measure this. This is an EIA flange. And this has, zero that booger out, 11.3 mils of spacing. I bumped it back down with my hand by accident. So, dielectric spacing is everything. That handles power handling and everything. Even a millimeter makes a difference. So, that's something pretty cool for you guys to know, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you guys liked it. Maybe you guys didn't. But yeah, that's a little bit of kind of connector basics for you guys to understand. I am done. I actually don't have any more work to do until my next order comes in. So if you guys want anything, let me know. You can always check with me, and I can give you a quote on some stuff. If you guys do not order something anytime super soon, we may, if I can break away in time, do some power supply work. I don't know. I'm going to try to see what I can get done. But that's pretty much it for today. I think we've done pretty good. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you guys for hanging out on YouTube. Drop a like, make some comments, say some stuff, because that's the only way that thing's ever going to get built up. I need to hopefully at some point try to get about 1,000 of you guys on there before February. I don't know if that's going to happen. I just want to try to get off this computer so I can get some better camera angles. If you guys see Facebook and would like that on YouTube, absolutely follow me or subscribe or whatever, and we'll check it out. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good evening, and I will catch you guys later. So thanks for hanging out. So I'll lose you guys on YouTube first. See y'all. And then I'll give you guys